Have you ever screamed in traffic at a driver who couldn't even hear you? Or fired off a message you regretted just minutes later? That was never strength. That was weakness, dressed up in noise and rage. We live in a world where anger is easy, it's quick, it's loud. But here's a truth most people don't want to admit. Anger is not power. Anger is a mask, a thin disguise worn by our egos when we feel helpless, exposed, or afraid. Think about the last time you were truly angry. Maybe someone cut you off in traffic. Maybe your partner said something that struck a nerve. Maybe you saw something online that infuriated you. What was your instinct? Tight chest, quick breath, a surge of heat. And then, the eruption. Words you didn't plan to say, actions you didn't fully control. A moment where your emotion hijacked your logic. But after the dust settled, what remained? Did you feel proud, or did you feel empty? The irony of anger is that it promises power but delivers regret. In modern culture, we often confuse intensity with authority. We praise those who don't take any crap, who speak their mind, who aren't afraid to get angry. But let's ask a hard question. What takes more strength, lashing out or staying calm? Is it strength to punch a wall, or to master yourself when everything inside you wants to explode? Here's the truth. Anger is the easiest response. Control is the hardest. Children throw tantrums because they don't yet know how to process emotion. Adults throw fits because they still haven't learned. Stoic philosopher Seneca once wrote, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." In other words, without challenge, you never discover who you are. And every time you lose yourself to anger, you reveal something, not about the world, but about yourself. Let's go deeper. What lies underneath the surface of anger? Often it's fear of being disrespected, abandoned, misunderstood. Insecurity, the need to feel in control. Pain from a past wound that still hasn't healed. When someone yells in a meeting, they're not being strong. They're panicking because they feel their authority slipping. When someone attacks others online, they're not bold. They're bleeding and trying to make someone else bleed too. We call it righteous anger, tough love, setting boundaries. But often it's none of that. It's unprocessed pain looking for a target. Here's the radical shift. What if you treated your anger not as a weapon to unleash, but a mirror to study? What if every time you got angry, you asked, "What am I really afraid of? What pain is this anger trying to cover up? Am I acting from principle or from ego?" This is not softness. This is not passivity. This is emotional discipline. This is strength forged in silence, not shouted through clenched teeth. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor of Rome, faced betrayal, war, and death on a daily basis. Yet he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That's the power the angry man never finds, because he never looks within. Here's the truth we all need to hear. Anger is not something that happens to you. It's something you choose. You may not choose the trigger, but you choose the response. Every single time. That's what separates the strong from the weak. Not size, not volume, not aggression, but restraint, clarity, stillness. So the next time your blood boils,